Hello and welcome to Home with Sarah Jane. In today's video, I am sharing our October homeschool plans. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom to two girls, ages 11 and 14. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by once again. I do really appreciate you. So, our October homeschool plans. I know this video is coming out late, and that is because I wasn't planning on really doing anything originally. I was just gonna stick to reading our favorite picture books that we read in October and cooking some like festive foods, and that's all we were really gonna do to incorporate October and Halloween and fall and stuff like that. But then when I was up late at night not being able to sleep, I came across a unit study that I thought looked like a lot of fun. So that's when I decided to change my mind and actually do a little bit more for the spooky season. Now, I'm only making these changes to my 6th grader's curriculum. My 9th grader will continue her lessons as normal. She will join us for our morning October picture book reading that we do every year. So she will join us. I'll put a little video of the books that we're going to be reading to celebrate, you know, Halloween and fall and things like that right up here. But Bella will join us for that. But these unit studies that I'm going to be sharing with you are primarily going to be for my 6th grader. And that is because I'm actually pausing her regular curriculum to actually focus on these ones. And I'm totally fine with that because if you've been on my channel before, you know that I've been kind of struggling with finding a history that I like, a history program for my 6th grader. And we're currently using The Good and the Beautiful, which we loved The Good and the Beautiful's history program. It's just we've already gone through years 1 through 4 already. And now we're going through it again. And we just kind of want to do something new, something fresh. So it's like nothing wrong with The Good and the Beautiful. It's just we've already done them all already. So we're currently reworking through year 2 with Lydia, and I decided to pause that for a little while now that we're done with the Unit 1 section. And I thought that this would be the perfect time to introduce some more like themed unit studies that kind of go along with history. And so for the month of October, we are going to be using a new curriculum. Well, new to us. We've never heard of it before. It's our first unit study we're going to be using by them. It's by Barefoot Within the Trees, and this is a child's guide to all things spooky, a Halloween history and activity literature study. Now, I do know that not everybody likes to celebrate Halloween, and that's totally fine. I understand. But this is something that I think that my youngest daughter will really, really enjoy. And obviously, my oldest daughter, she's welcome to sit in and join us for any of this. But I'm going to leave that up to her if she wants to join in on this unit study, only because her plate is pretty full being in high school. So this looks like a lot of fun. I'm really excited. I didn't even bind this yet, and I'm supposed to be starting this tomorrow. But, or technically, I'll be starting this Monday, and this video is probably going to go up Tuesday, so we would have only completed maybe 1 or 2 lessons in this book by the time you're seeing this. But we've never used any of the unit studies from this company before, and I'm really excited because I had a few on there that I'm looking, that I have my eye on, that I definitely have my eye on. I definitely have my eye on their Christmas one, so that is something I'm looking at as well. But this looks like a lot of fun, so I am pausing her regular history curriculum to fit this in, and it has just spooky lessons, and they do tie in history, so to me it meets that requirement of history. And I'm really excited because I haven't been able to find anything like this before. Now, on their website, they did say that this curriculum or this unit study was secular. So, you know, there's that. Again, I haven't completed this yet. I can't really give much opinion, but I will go ahead and share a flip through at the end of this video so that you can get a little peek inside of what this has to offer, because there's recipes and activities, a book list, movie recommendations, video links. I mean, there's so much in here. So stick around to the end and you'll see that little flip through. Other than changing up her history, I decided to theme my daughter's science unit studies to kind of fit the month of October as well. I just thought that that would be a lot of fun. And I actually let her choose the ones that she felt were the best fit for her. Now, we had already purchased owls. This is from Add the Wonder. This is Add the Wonder Nature Curriculum. I do have a flip through video on my channel if you're interested. I will link it below. But this owls themed unit study is a 2-week long unit study, and we just started it in October. So She's absolutely loving this so far, and she says that this was the perfect book because every October we used to create some kind of owl craft. You know, we don't do that so much with her being older now. It was a lot like through elementary school and stuff, but we used to do like owl themed crafts every single year. So she thought that this would be perfect for October, and so did I. So again, this is a really fun unit study. It covers different, you know, areas of school as well, like geography, some history, science, nature, you know, so it does cover a lot of bases, but I use this primarily as a science curriculum. And then I did have her choose one other unit study that she wants to complete for the month of October, and that is this one here. It's on order. It's not in yet, but I should have it soon. And this is Caves. This is by the same company. This is still Add the Wonder Nature curriculum. I couldn't think for a minute. So she will be going through this one as well. This one looks like a lot of fun. And again, with caves, it kind of gives you that kind of spooky feeling, like what lives in a cave, you know, bats and, you know, things like that. So I think that it would be a really great fit for October, and it's nothing too much, I feel. So that's what I'm absolutely loving about this. We have been using these unit studies since the beginning of the school year, and she's been absolutely loving them. So all I'm really doing with her science is theming them to October, so that made it easy. But the new add-in is, again, this like all things spooky unit study, a history of Halloween. I've never seen anything like this before, and I absolutely think this looks like so much fun. So again, we're going to be using this, and let's go ahead and get on with the flip through so you can see inside as well. Okay, so let's take a look inside of this unit study. This unit study is by Barefoot Within the Trees, and it is called A Child's Guide to All Spooky Things, a Halloween History and Activity Literature Study. So I think the cover is absolutely adorable. I think that is so cute. I absolutely love it. A couple of things before we jump into this, I wanted to say, I'm sorry my hands are such a mess. We just did a sunflower harvest. We had a whole bunch of sunflowers in our backyard that we grew in our garden, and we just did a harvest. So my hands are a complete mess. So I'm sorry about that. I even injured myself, but I mean, I themed the Band-Aid to today's video, if that helps at all. But let's kind of jump into it. This, I didn't bind it yet. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to. I was originally going to just use this digitally and not print it out, but then I thought I'd give you guys a quick flip through. So I did print it, and my printer kept on jamming for some reason. So it is printed out a little bit weird. That's not the company's fault. That was my printer was not behaving on the day that I printed this. But let's go ahead and take a look. So it starts off with the user guide and preparation page. This just goes over the book list that's included, copy work, discussion questions, art and handwork, QR codes, extensions, the note to parents, the main lesson book, which is, this explains what the main lesson book is. To me, it just kind of looks like a notebook that your student will be creating while going through the lessons in this unit. So there's that. Here is the creator of it, and there is the book list. Now, I have a huge library in my home, so majority of these books were actually already on our shelves, and I was really excited about that. There was only a few that I didn't have. I think it was like maybe these three, and then maybe this one. Yeah, I think I had everything else though. So I actually found some of the Behind the Legend books on BookOutlet. So I was able to get them really inexpensive. So, I mean, I don't know if they're still going to be there or available if you're interested in completing this, but you could always just check them out from the library too. And that would be easy, you know, and free if you do it that way. But I had most of these books on hand, so I really didn't have to purchase much more other than the unit itself. So enter if you dare. Here we go. The first lesson is the history of Halloween. Now, I absolutely love this. I think that this looks like a lot of fun. I love the look of this like old little creepy newspaper. I'm going to kind of explain the setup of the lesson, and then I'm just going to quickly flip through the rest of the lessons for you. But for this first one, it is the history of Halloween, and there's always a section that has you read either from your daily horror article, or you'll be reading from the recommended book list that was included in this. There's also discussion questions and lesson pages that you'll be doing. art and handwork. Like for this one, you'd be making soul cakes, so there's recipes and all that involved. And then this one even recommends doing some spooky yoga, like do some Halloween yoga using the link here. Again, if you use this digitally, it would work a little bit better probably, and you wouldn't be using a ton of ink to print this out. But again, I just wanted to print it so I could share it with you today. Now, there are the main lesson pages, which is that notebook that your student will be working out of. And again, that's just a regular like spiral notebook that you can purchase and just give them a blank one and they can create it. So it tells them to create an illustration and a summary of what they learned about in the lesson. So, and then at the bottom, there's a QR code for visual learners. So there's like a little video about where does Halloween come from. I love that they have video links and recommendations and like, you know, movie recommendations and activities and recipes. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. And what I love about it is that you can use as much or as little of it as you want. You don't have to do every single thing. So I just think that that's fantastic, but they're all pretty much set up in this way where you read, you answer some questions, you do some, you know, crafting or recipes or, you know, worksheet, and then you watch a little video. It for today. That is everything that I'm changing up for the month of October for my youngest daughter. Again, that is my 6th grader, Lydia. She's going to be doing that unit study for Halloween. She's going to be doing those 2 science curriculums that kind of go with the theme of October. And I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, we will still read our favorite picture books that we read every October. That's something that we'll never stop doing. So that's what I have for you today. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments section. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.